What's up, folks? Welcome back to my channel. Hi. There's that off the bucket list. Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and I am going through my lipstick collection, and I thought I would take you along with me because it is a huge emotional endeavor for many of us to kind of go through our lipsticks, especially because it's a very personal item. We are very attached to these silly things. I mean, they're just things, right? They can all be replaced. Some of them we keep because they have sentimental value, or they always were our color, so why not keep them? If you have something that's older than 2 years in your lipstick collection, you might want to consider either disposing of it or making sure you've cleaned it with alcohol before your next usage, because bacteria can grow on lipstick quicker than anything. So I'm going to start off by showing you a really neat little trick that I did, and I did this with my blushes, and some of you like that. I laminated my lipsticks and lip pencils and lip glosses so I can see exactly what colors I have, what they are, and it's a very level playing field here. I think that it's an amazing way to look at your collection with a very objective eye. So I started off with all of these. I just swatched them all, and I tried all of the lip pencils. I mean, there's just a million things here. So what I thought I'd do is go through some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to start off with one of the worst lipsticks I have ever used, and it may surprise you. It is the infallible Le Chocolat, or less chocolates, as I'm finding out. This is the color Candyman. And I was very attracted to this from watching some YouTubers who had PR. Now this is the color, and it's kind of a mauvey purple. On the lady I watched, I don't know if it was the filter she used on her camera or what, but this color looked very kind of warm pink, and I thought, oh, that would be pretty on me. Plus, it has kind of a pretty chocolate scent to it, kind of a white chocolate scent to it. It's a sweet scent. And she said it lasted really well. So I thought, okay. She said, well, it's an unusual texture on your lips. And she ain't kidding. This Le Chocolat is one of the creepiest. It's like you put a piece of double stick tape on your lips, and when they press together, it's hard to pull them apart. It's that sticky. I have never had such a sticky lipstick before. And these are lipsticks. These aren't glosses, these are lipsticks. Now they had all these shades of brown, and because the glass on them is frosted, you can't really see the exact color you're getting. And it's unfortunate because all of them look the same color brown to me except this one. So Candyman was the only one that had some sort of color to it. The others were all variances of brown and tan. Absolutely the worst. But I will have to say it did last, and I just on purpose wore it to bed. This is a matte finish, and it just accentuated every crack, peel, texture in my lips to a very negative degree. And I'll have to say this was one of the biggest disappointments of this year for me for this particular product. So this is definitely, actually I'm taking this one back. The other one's not so much. On the positive side, of course, I have Charlotte Tilbury's Pitch Perfect. This is one of the most perfect colors for medium to light skin ladies. I don't know how this looks on dark skin ladies, but this is just one of my favorite all-around lipsticks. I have two here from Thrive, and Thrive has very strong pigmentation because they are made for ladies or men who are going through rough physical times where they don't have a lot of color in their skin or pigment on their face, And so I think they kind of overstepped a little bit. So Thrive Causemetics, they're the company that makes cosmetics, and when you buy one of their cosmetics, they send one to somebody in need, which I think is a wonderful, marvelous thing. And I did buy a lot of their products. I did review the whole brand as a whole, but I don't reach for these daily, so these are going into my out pile. The Healthy Lip from Physicians Formula. I had seen a couple of reviews on these, and the people seem to like them. I find them really dry. Again, another matte finish lipstick. It just doesn't work for me. I have kind of dry, chapped lips. I'm always biting my lips out of nervousness. And these two definitely going in the out pile. Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star. I watched those 3 videos about Jeffree Star's secret life, and it was fascinating that Shane Dawson had done on him, and I think that that's an amazing series to watch, especially if you don't like Jeffree Star, or you have a preconceived notion of him, like you may think he's a racist, you may think he's just a jerk, or that he steals ideas or whatever. If you have negative thoughts about Jeffree Star, I would highly recommend you watch this 3-part series that Shane Dawson did, because he addressed those things, and it's very interesting, and there's some shocking details in there that I didn't know about him, and I respect him a lot more because of that. Anyway, Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are probably some of the finest that you can find, but the big challenge with them is finding a color that works for you. Now this one I thought would work for me because it's kind of a light, warm pink, and it's actually just a little bit too light. But what I do, and a lot of YouTubers do this, I put that on first and let it set up, and then I'll put another color over the top of it, and it really brings it out. So when the wear down happens, it looks nicer. I don't know, some reason layering 2 lipsticks together works really well. Now this color is called Soft Serve. It's one of his newer ones from the summer, and I'm keeping that one. Now NYX has several different types of lip products, and some of them are really good. I'm actually having problems with some of the formulas. Any of their lip plumpers really sting me, but some of them look so nice. They go bad fast. This one is Indian Pink, and this was one of my favorite colors from NYX, and I think when you're selecting a lipstick, this is just beautiful, this Indian Pink color. I always pick a color I like first, and then I worry about all the other stuff. How long does it last? Does it bleed into the lines around my mouth? Does it taste okay? Is there a strong scent? But this one, what I found with this, and I've bought a couple of these now, it's my favorite NYX color, Indian Pink, but it goes bad fast, and it just feels weird on my lips, and it wears off very quickly. But it's just a wonderful shade. The Powder Puff lipsticks, these were really nice. This color is just a little bit dark on me. It's called Puppy Love. I'm just gonna show you that. These go on very creamy for being a powder lipstick, and I really liked the formulation. I just didn't think they had a color that was right for me. This is just a little bit dark, and I don't like to go too dark with my lipsticks. This is another situation where I like the formula, but I couldn't handle it. I think this is Rustic Mirage it's called, and it's just a little bit too dark, but it's a beautiful formula, and it lasts quite well. You can see the difference between that and the Indian Pink is quite stark. But the Lip Luster formula is wonderful. It's just not a good color for me, so maybe somebody else can enjoy that. Now the Whip Frost shades are really kind of nice. I have an opposite problem with this in that it comes out a little too shiny and light, and it does wear off quickly. I think this is a very youthful color. I think this is something that would look fabulous on a younger person. I think sometimes the shimmer frosts on older people can make you look a little dated. So I don't like to set up rules and regulations for age, because everybody has their own thing they like to wear for lipsticks, and some people are like really adamant when you say you shouldn't wear frost. They go, oh, I love frost, what's your problem? So this is the NYX Whipped, and it's a very nice formula, but it's very, very shiny frosty, and it just doesn't look right on me. Now this one is the Matte Velvet, and again I picked the wrong color. This is called Soft Femme, and let me just, it's just a little bit too dark. You can see how dark that is. But it's a nice formula, a little bit matty, dry, but it's more comfortable than the other mattes I've had. So if I could find a slightly lighter color than Soft Femme, I would definitely get another one of these. So NYX has great stuff, but it's really kind of an interesting combination of factors that'll make a lipstick that works. I had a Morphe haul, and hence my Jeffree Star. And I bought one of Morphe's lipsticks because I was told their lipsticks are fabulous, and I really do believe that. This particular color is called Butterflies, and I'm going to put it right here. This actually works really well with the Jeffree Star color, and you can see it's not too far off from my Indian pink. But the Morphe formula is really good for being an inexpensive line. I do like it, and I don't have the Morphe code. I'm not sponsored by them. They don't send me PR, but I do like this, and it's very inexpensive. The Morphe lipstick, really nice, and it's a really kind of a sharp looking container. Lancome has these Absolute. They're kind of it's a lipstick, gloss, and lip stain all in one. This is color number 323. It's an unusual kind of lilac shade. It's kind of a pinky shade, and I love this. It goes on nicely, it stays on well, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I love the containers are nice as well. But again, you know, when you're looking at your lipstick colors, don't look at the brand or anything. You have to look at the color first, and then look at its longevity and those other details, the taste, the bleeding into the lips, you know, how it goes on. If it dries, it gets all over your teeth. You know, there's a lot of factors again. So I'm going to keep this one because I really like it very much. I have several shades from Revlon. I think Revlon knows how to make drugstore lipsticks absolutely marvelous. And they have a beautiful finish, they're beautiful colors, and I love Revlon lipsticks. Not all of the colors are winners for me, but the formula is outstanding, and they're definitely worth investing in. This was L'Oreal. This was their version of the Maybelline 24-hour, where you have one side is the gloss that goes over the top, and the other side is the color that stains you to begin with. You put the color on, it stains, and then you put the gloss over the top. And it's a shiny, frosty color, and it just didn't do anything for me. It was just kind of blah. So the other side is that it's like a gloss, but it's like a moisturizer because it's very drying. These stains can be very drying. So this is going in the pile. It's not really extremely bad. It's just, again, the color didn't work for me. Flesh. This was done by the, I believe, creative director from Revlon. She started this line, Flesh, to kind of throw Revlon's high end into the ring. And you know, there's, again, they're high-end Revlon, so you've got the Revlon quality. The colors aren't really doing all that much for me, so I think it's more the color than anything. I'm finding that I'm not really digging. So these are the two colors of Flesh. The formulation is nice, but again, the color just didn't do anything for me. And if I'm not reaching for it, I don't care how new it is or how much money I spent, I really don't have a use for it. So it's going into my pile. And yes, I am going to have a giveaway. After Labor Day, I'm doing a huge giveaway with things that are being evicted from my collection. I am not giving away anything that's spoiled or expired. I'm throwing that away. So just so you know. Butter London. This is a color, I love their packaging. I even kept the box. This is a color called Smitten, and it's one of those things, you ever swatch something in the store and it looks beautiful under the lights of the store, but then you get it home and get it on your mouth and it's too dark or too pink or too orange. It just doesn't look the same as the swatch. So I had forgotten about this, and it was way past when I could return it. So this is the Butter London lipsticks, and I do like them very much. This is Smitten is the name of this color. And that's going out. Nars. This is a situation where I love the blush, and then they came out with a lipstick of the same name, so of course I got it, but I don't like the lipstick. I think it's extremely blah. It's very, very, you know, this is like a sheer gloss kind of thing. It's not, it doesn't do anything. I mean, you can put it over the top of another lipstick, but on its own, I just didn't think it was worth it. So the Orgasm lipstick is going, and I love the Orgasm blush. In fact, I'm wearing the Wet n Wild dupe of the Orgasm blush right now, which is the pearlescent pink. You can see it's just like the Orgasm. So this is a sample size that was sent to me, so I'm really glad I didn't invest in a full size, because I did buy the full-size stick that was supposed to be the cheek and the lips. That didn't work out either. So I do like Nars lipstick. The formula is great, but this Orgasm one didn't work for me. This is a company, I think they're out of New Zealand or Australia. They're called Mellow, and I received this in a box, one of those like makeup sampler boxes. It's a little bluish tone. You can see it's pulling a little cool there, and I'm sort of a warmer neutral tone person. I just found this look kind of dark and stark on me. Dark and stark doesn't work for me, but the formula was very nice. And Mellow, I'm not sure what kind of a brand they are, if they're high end or low end. Nice packaging. Now these are from Maybelline, and this is a situation where I have three I absolutely love from them, and I keep them. But these two colors just didn't work for me. The red looks patchy, and I don't understand it because all the other colors work so well. And then this color, which is number 45, is too blah. So I'm getting rid of these two. These are the 24-hour stains where you paint. I mean, it's really quite vibrant. You paint the stain on your lips, you let it dry, and then you put on the other side, you put the gloss over the top, and it comforts your lips a little bit because it's a very strong formulation. And in this color, let me just show you. See how pretty that is? But it just didn't work for me. Maybe it was the frostiness of it. I don't know. It just didn't work so well. So these two are going out, but the formulation is generally quite beautiful. The red, again, a little patchy on me, and I have another red that I've kept. These are from a company called Broadway, and if you shop in Dollar General, or I think it's them, and also maybe Dollar Tree, they carry this line. It's very inexpensive, but the formulations are surprisingly nice. I'm getting rid of this only because it's old, so it's actually being thrown away. And this one, which is the Buttery Matte, is just a little too dark. And I think the formulation can rival some of the higher end things, but the Broadway brands, even though, you know, you can snub your nose and you say, I'm not shopping for my makeup in Dollar General or Dollar Tree, The formulations for these were quite surprising, but you know, this one is old and this one, the color didn't work, so I'm throwing this one out. Another one is going. Along that same line, this is Beauty Benefits. This is actually a Marquand's company. They are the people who manufacture Physicians Formula and Wet n Wild, and this is just a simple gloss, and it's very nice. It's a simple lip gloss, but it's just nothing special about it to make me want to keep it in my collection. I'm really trying to minimalize here, and I know some of you are like, okay, well, but I trust these people. They're out of California. It's not like a China thing, you know, where, you know, some of the young ladies' clothing stores have like little makeup lines, and they've been finding asbestos powder and lead and things like that as fillers. I trust Marquand's products. They make a lot of the, I think they do Colourpop. They do Wet n Wild, Physicians Formula, and Marquand's themselves, and Beauty Benefits. And I found this in Dollar Tree. I am keeping, actually, their lip gel. I think it's wonderful. It's one of the best lip gel glosses I've found. It was $1 at the Dollar Tree, and it's staying in my collection. So I'm not being prejudiced at all to price points or brands or anything. Milani, this is the Amore Shine. Again, I think this is a situation where the formulation's nice, but the color just isn't right. And this color is called Number 1 Delight, and it's just a little bit too light, and it didn't dry right on me. So I don't know if maybe it's, you know, an older bottle. I don't know. When these came out, they were quite popular, and then I don't know, the CVS that I go in the most often still has the same ones it had when they came out, so I don't know if it's just that it's old or whatever, but it didn't work for me. So, Sephora. This is called M, like I saw Hot and Flashy Angie wearing this, and I thought it was beautiful on her, and I thought that it would look nice on me too, but she's cool toned and it just didn't look right on me. It made me look very odd, and it was very glaringly the wrong color for me. So I am giving this one up. The formulation's very nice. It's kind of a cool toned pink lilac color, and it's attractive on her, but not on me, unfortunately. This was the AOA from Miss A. And this is just a disgustingly bright neon pink. This is something I wouldn't recommend to anybody. It was very patchy formula, and it looks slightly pretty here on camera, but it is not. It is very patchy. It looks ridiculous. And that's from the Miss A website, Shop Miss A. You know, people have been talking about those dollar makeup things, and you know, I have like, the sponge is nice, and then the little sponge holders they have are nice. There's not a whole lot on Miss A that I really like, so the lipstick didn't make it for me. Plus, strong candy scent to it, which I didn't like at all either. I did have a few reject colors from Revlon, and it's really just not formulas but colors that didn't work for me. Numbers 628, 44, and 30. They just did not work for me, so I'm gonna just let those go. Dose of Colors. This was awfully pretty, but a little bit light. It reminded me a lot of the Jeffree Star color, but it was a little bit thinner, slightly sheerer formula. It just didn't do enough for me to keep it in the collection, so it's going out. I talked about these earlier. These are the 3 colors of the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hours that I just love. These are staples. I wear these all the time. This one kind of replaced the pale lilac pink that Angie had. This one's got a slightly warmer tint to it, and I like this very much on me. This was my shade of cool pink lilac, and it's number $120. This one is a beautiful, pretty, pink, girly shade. Isn't that pretty? It's just a very, I just feel very girly when I wear it. And this one is number 105. This one is kind of a nudie shade. This is number 150. Running out of hand here. It's a pretty nude. It looks very natural. I wear this to work all the time. It's very, very pretty. I would definitely replace this if I ran out. Wet n Wild, the liquid cat suit. I don't know if I just got an old one or what, but this just did not work for me very well. It was very sheer. It did last a while, but it just didn't seem to do very much. This is the color Valley in Love, and it looks in the tube like it would be very pretty, but it's awfully sheer. It just doesn't, your own lip color comes through, so it alters the whole shade of it. It's not opaque at all. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection in Milkshake, and I think I bought this on sale somewhere. It's one of those lip plumping things. It hurts like heck. It's like got ginger root in it or something, or pepper, hot pepper, I don't know, jalapenos. It's got something in there that just makes your lips like sting. It stings, it hurts. It's a light color, so you would use it pretty much like a gloss over the top of other lipsticks, but I just, no. This is CYO, and this was a light color that, you know how sometimes you order something online, it looks very different in person. It's too light for me. It makes my lips bleach into my face, and I look kind of pale and frail. So this color was not good, and the CYO brand is handled in Walgreens. I like some of their products a lot. This one is called Living Together, and unfortunately it's not going to live with me. What I did like from CYO though is this beautiful liquid lip gloss. It's a lipstick lip gloss, and you know, it's just stunning. See the difference between this and the Maybelline? It's got a little bit more frost to it, but it's a kind of a red, a warm tone red. This is my red. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. This is called Dial 911, and it's CYO. You can find it on the Walgreens website. They don't carry CYO brand in many of the stores. They do carry it in some, but not many, and none of the ones near me carry the CYO brand. So I had to go completely buy the screenshots online. And you know, when you're buying lipstick online, it's a nightmare. When you get them, you're like, this doesn't look anything like what I bought. So I do love this CYO, and that is staying in the collection. This is Idun, which is a Swedish brand that I was watching LOreal talk about. And this particular color is called Frida, I believe. Yes, it's called Frida, and it's just a little bit light, a little bit strong. There is a perfume scent to it that I don't really like. The packaging is gorgeous. This is a brand out of Sweden. You have to order it from them, and I think they're slightly expensive as well for what you get, but it is beautiful. Again, I think it's just a color thing I'm not that crazy about, and I don't like a lot of scent in my lipsticks. This is Smashbox, and this is called Posy Pink, and I thought I would like this, and I'm running out of arm here. Thank goodness I have bat wings. Posy Pink. It's a little bit too pink, a little bit Barbie pink on me, so I'm just going to pass this on. There's nothing wrong with it. It's new. I think I got in one of those give me more lip things, you know, the collections that Sephora has when they give you samples of all sample sizes of everything. That's where I got this from. Posy Pink from Smashbox. HourGlass. This is a crayon, and this is called Futurist. It was a little too brownish tan for me. It just didn't look right. and I didn't feel that it did anything for me. It didn't lighten up my face or make me look pretty or anything like that. It was just there, you know, blah. So this HourGlass is going into the bin. Again, it's just a color thing. This is definitely a color thing. This is Comedian from LOreal, and this is I thought it would look nice in the fall, so I bought it, but it just looks so awful on me. I don't know, it's too warm, tan, brown. It's just awful. It reminds me of cinnamon sticks. Okay. I have two somewhat similar lip strobes or lip glosses. This one is from CoverGirl, and it's called the Melting Pout Holographic Lip Color. And I really like this on. It's so pretty on. Let me see if I have any room here. Yeah. It's very, very pretty on, and it has kind of a duochrome effect where if you turn one way it's shiny and greenish pink, and the other way it's shiny and yellowish pink. It's just a very pretty, and this color is called Diversion from CoverGirl. I like this very much. The other one is from Huda Beauty, and this is a lip strobe. The color is called Bougie. My friend Corinne got me into this one. She tried it on for me at a Sephora so I could see what it looked like. It's so pretty. It is a beautiful coral shimmery lip topper, and you put it over the top of any other lipstick and it's beautiful. On its own it's nice, but it doesn't last as long, so I would put maybe the Jeffree Star on first and then put this over the top, and you've got a beautiful lipstick. I really like Huda Beauty lip strobes. I do have a couple of them. The other one I have is called Shameless, and it's a very strange looking color. In the bottle it can look almost yellowy bronzy, but when you have it on, I have it on right now, when you swatch it, it's very pink. So it's a little bit of a surprise there how pink it is, because it doesn't look like it's going to be really pink when it's in the bottle. That's Shameless, and I really like that one. Colourpop. I bought one of those Colourpop sets. It was a set of 3 Colourpops, and I thought that at least one of them's got to be a hit here. Echo Beach wasn't too bad, the middle one here. This light one was way too light and sheer. Just put that on right there. Way too light and sheer. The Echo Beach one, Echo Park one, keep wanting to say Echo Beach because of that song from the 80s. See how dark that is? It really makes me look sharp and harsh. And then this other one is even darker. This is Top 8. Even darker. And that just looks like crap on me. So the formulations are very nice, except for the light one. These two formulations are very nice. I think the light formulation was missing some of the ingredients. Maybe it's the pigments, I don't know. But these two darker shades had a great formula. Again, not my color. So they are going out. A big surprise in the drugstore. I've been going gaga over these. These are the LA Girl products. I've been trying most everything in the line, and I've only been disappointed with a few things. These two are the matte lipsticks, and I have these two colors. They are staying in my collection. I really like them. The formulation is nice. They feel good on the lips. Here we go. And they last a while. Really, really nice. And I think they're only like $3 or $4. They're very inexpensive. So there's my nude for work, and then I have kind of the pinky tone here for underneath one of the lip strokes. Really, really nice. Very inexpensive. Also, they have the metal liquid lipstick, and I love these. I'm going to get another one. This one is called Smolder. And let me see if I have any room for this. Smolder. very, very pretty. These metallic lipsticks last really well. They go on nicely. They feel really good on the lips as compared to that awful chocolate thing from L'Oreal. These are fabulous. The metal liquid lipsticks, I definitely recommend them. I think they're $4 or $5 each. The color range is very odd. I think I'm going to get Illuminate next. This one is the lightest shade, or second lightest shade, and then Illuminate is a couple shades darker than this, so I just think these are beautiful. And I have a couple of, these are lip pencils, and I have kept 3 lip pencils from LA Girl. These 3, I love them. And I have kept 1 lip pencil from NYX, which is what I wear with the reds. These 2 are going because they're just too similar, and I don't need to have 12 shades of mauve lip pencil in my collection. They're really nice. LA Girl. Their lip products are outstanding, and their eyeshadows are good. I was disappointed in their mascara. So what I did after I went through my whole collection is I laminated swatches of each of my lipsticks, and I'm going to get this down even more, but I got my lipstick collection down to just these. Just the, maybe even less. You know, it's not painful to declutter at all. It really isn't, because it's just stuff. You know, it's just stuff. I'm going to show you what I got rid of. I got rid of all of these, and I threw several out. So these are going into the giveaway. So those are going to be, those of you who have seen my giveaways in the past know I'm quite generous with those and get crazy with how much I give away. So I hope all of you are having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.